All right, so let's get this going. So again, welcome to our mobility and flexibility class. This is our Wednesday morning 10 a.m. class. It's not just mobility and flexibility. We're trying to incorporate also some range of motion actions and then also some balance work, okay? So let's go ahead and let's start with some of our balance work. That's pretty easy and also can stretch out our necks a little bit. So let's go ahead. We go with the Romberg stance here. Feet are next to each other. Pretty easy, basic balance exercise. And we're just gonna hang out here. Just breathe comfortably. Usually this pose, it's pretty easy unless you have a sprained ankle, maybe your hips are aching or your back, and this is where this pose, can be a little bit uncomfortable if you're not 100%. All right, we're gonna stretch out our neck and also work on our balance. So let's look left to right. And again, we're gonna look left to right slowly. All right, up and down. Again, working on stretching our neck. If anyone has any requests on stretching any body part today, just let me know. All right, very good. Now we're gonna go ahead and elevate my right foot or our right foot about half an inch off the ground. So all of our weight's gonna be on our left foot, okay? We can just slightly elevate it. If you don't feel comfortable or you feel like you might fall, just put that foot down, catch yourself. All right, let's switch. As you guys switch, I'm gonna check the chat. All right. Neck and shoulders have been requested, so we'll go ahead and work on that around our chair a little bit, okay? All right, our next one is going to be closing our eyes, okay? So again, if you feel like you're gonna fall, open your eyes quickly, and then also try to open up the base so you have better balance, okay? So again, right here, just gonna close our eyes. All right, and we'll open those eyes now, okay? Very good. Let me get my little cheat sheet, my order of exercises. All right. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and just activate our calves a little bit. So we're gonna do our toe walks. These are pretty easy. We're just gonna walk around our area, just on our toes. So on your tippy toes, keep your heels off the ground. Make sure if you guys are on Monday's class, you guys add this activity to your activity fitness tracking. Debbie, so far you have the highest total overall in a week. So I think you had almost 600 minutes. All right, let's go toes in. And then I think Ms. Wynn, you might be the overall leader since we started last week. So we have a little battle going. I think Ms. Wynn, you've been consistently almost at at 400. Yeah, Debbie, I think our numbers from week 1 didn't get plugged in, so right now, but yeah. And Josefina, I haven't seen you participate at all. All right, toes out.
I don't want to be on the competition, but it's fun to see people moving up.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. Like you do a lot. You have so many classes. I see yoga. I see. Yeah, there's at least an activity over an hour every day. And then Debbie, your dog walks are helping you for sure. So your dog's getting fit. So all right, let's do heel walks. Again, dog walks. You know, anything that is gonna get your heart rate going a little bit, just throw it out there.
I spent my Saturday trying to sit on the chair with one leg up. Oh my God, it was so painful.
Did you do it?
And my gluteus were in pain there on Sunday.
Oh no.
No, but I continue because I wanted to master that part. Since
Good.
it's a weakness I have.
Yeah. So that's one that we'll do today too. So the single leg lift off the chair, so the single leg squats. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do our slow high knee march. Okay, so again, just slowly bring that knee as high as you can. So again, that's working on range of motion of the hip, and also the longer we're on one foot, the more we're working on our balance as well. So again, just slower is better for these. Yeah, so you know, since I came back from Mammoth, just it's been a challenge with the weather, and then also just my wife going to her new job, so our schedules have been hectic. So I think I was only able to hit the gym once last week, maybe twice. So in order for me to get a good gym session now, I have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, so I have to work out by 5 a.m. Okay, now we're gonna do some hip openers with driving the knee up. So again, you could go here, out. So yeah, so I started that yesterday, and it's working out. Of course, you know, I'd like to be sleeping still at 4:30, but if I don't wake up at that time, then I'll be missing my workout. I've been running a little bit more with the team, but there's something else about lifting weights and doing a little bit more of a gym session. You can drive out, hips forward, and then legs come out. Morning, Maria. So yeah, so if you guys have any other classes that you're enrolled in, let's make sure that you try to log into Canvas today just to check in. At least go to the Canvas shell and click on the little tile for that class, because we are supposed to drop anyone that hasn't participated at all. I had to drop 3 people from our Monday class. So just make sure if you haven't participated and you have other classes, make sure you just log in and say hello. So yeah, so you don't get dropped from those classes. All right, we are gonna do a little bit of strengthening as well. Okay, so we're gonna go with the standing Jane Fonda. Okay, so up here, and then just leg comes out. Make sure your toes are pointing forward. Okay, your toes shouldn't turn towards your right as you're bringing that leg out. Try to go as high as possible. Yep, good. And when we do these, we want to make sure that our torso stays upright. We don't want to do these like these. Here, you want to do that. Okay, so just stay upright. And you should feel that all along your adductors. We're going to switch. Yeah, this weekend we have a race in Fresno. We won't be meeting for our practice this weekend. But it's supposed to be, I think, 107 in Fresno in the afternoon. So the nice thing about cross country is that usually the races are done at 8, 9, 10 in the morning. So, but it's still gonna be mid-90s probably by then. All right, very good. All right, let's go ahead and do one of our other balance exercises. Again, we do want to break those up. I know the once we're standing and just looking left to right, those do get a little bit boring sometimes. So we'll separate them with other exercises. So right foot in front of our left, our core balance. Right foot in front of our left. Yeah, we had a race in San Diego on Friday. Our fastest girl ended up winning the race. And then our team on the girl side took first place, so we're happy with that. And then on the guys side, our fastest boy took fourth, and then our team took third. So the boys have a little work to do. All right, left to right. Up and down. So again, all of these looking up and down should also be stretching the neck. All right, this next one, we're gonna elevate our back leg, elevate that hind leg. We're just like a little flamingo right now on one foot. Can't wait for this weather to cool off. It's not the best. I'm sure our AC bill is going to be a little higher too. So. All right, bring that foot down. Now here we're going to close our eyes. Again, if you feel unsafe, open your eyes and separate your feet. Okay. Ready? Okay, close them. There we go. Oh. Yeah, and usually it's, it could be part of the imbalance could be maybe some weak tendons around our ankles. Oh man, right now my left ankle is really sensitive. So. So open your eyes. Very good. All right. Make sure we have water nearby. Let's take a little sip. Make sure we're drinking water every 10 or 15 minutes. All right, we're going to work on our calves and our anterior tibialis a little bit, and we're going to be doing our rocking heels to toes. Okay, so I'm on my heels and I'm on my toes, heels, toes. Okay, about 20 of these. This is good for your arches as well. And the last week, I found out that 2 of my best friends are going to be expecting little boys. Both of them, I think, are expecting in February. So little Jillian's going to have some friends growing up. So 3 more. Right. That away. Right. Now we're going to walk the tightrope. Okay, so give yourself some space. All right, let's go for this point in our room. Again, just walking the tightrope. If your balance is a little bit better, then try to just do this on your forefoot. So just on the front half of your foot. You should feel that on your calves a little bit more as well. All right, we'll do another round. Again, reverse. Very good. All right. And then the next one that we're going to do before we start getting onto a chair and do more relaxing stretching, we're going to do our single leg round the clock squat. Okay. So again, this is where we're going to be on one leg. So I'm going to start off with my right leg elevated. I'm going to go tap at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4. So remember, you're squatting with this leg that's grounded to the floor. Okay. And 8, 9, and 10 o'clock is always tricky because you got to come across. Right? And then we're going to do 2 full circles. Okay, so then we'll switch. So we'll go clockwise and counterclockwise, and then go back to clockwise and counterclockwise the second time. And really try to bring that leg as far back as you can. And again, by our leg moving in different directions, that changes our center of gravity a little bit. So, all right. So I like that one. Works on your balance. It also works on your quad. And when you're doing that little stretch, it also works on your Achilles a little bit. Okay. So don't be surprised if those areas feel a little bit tender after you do these. All right. Again, let's go that same set again. And then counterclockwise. Righty. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a chair. If I can find my chair. And let's also grab a golf ball, grab a crossball, something to roll out our arches. We'll be using that. And remember to always have your water nearby. So, all right, once we're here, remember, we're going to start off from our head, pretty much work our way down. We did our left, right, up and down. Let's go ahead and sit on our left hand. We're going to keep the shoulder fixed. Bring that right hand over. Grab that left ear. Then just allow the weight of your arm to stretch out that neck. So this is one that I almost do every time my neck is hurting. It's a little bit tight. I sleep wrong. Switch.
Every time I do these type of exercises with the neck, I feel a lot of bone getting into their place.
I'm sorry, you feel what?
The bone, my bones.
Oh,
When
okay.
I do this one with the neck, my
Yeah.
bones like are falling into place.
Oh, yeah, like you need this stretch.
Uh-huh.
There's some stretches that, yeah, just kind of do that for me. So I enjoy doing those. All right, now we're going to go forward, chin down, grab behind your head and bring that chin down. All right, let's do some neck circles. Okay, so neck circles, just kind of keeping that your cheek close to your shoulders, your chin close to your chest, back of your head, the top part of your back. And remember, anytime we do any neck movements, please do it slowly. Switch directions. Hey, Marianne. How are you? Glad you made it, Mary. Cool. Very good. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and do a different one here. So we're gonna have our arms in front of us, chin down, then push out with our hips. And then relax, chin down, out, relax, down, push. Woo. Two more. Last one. Awesome. Okay, let's reach up towards the ceiling. So that stretch in your upper back. I just finished watching over the weekend. I watched the Elvis movie. It's really good. I like it. I think it's on HBO. That's being right. Feel that stretch on your left ribs. Switch. Relax. All right, now we're gonna move on onto our shoulders. Okay, so let's go ahead and before we do that, we do need our facial exercises, which I forgot about. Okay, so for these, we're gonna go ahead, open our mouth as wide as we can, look up, and then once you've looked up, that's when I want you to shut your jaw up towards your nose. Okay, so you should feel that nice stretch on your neck. Okay, so again, here.
Okay, repeat again, please.
So yeah, so I want, when you're looking down, open your mouth as wide as you can. Keep that mouth open while you're looking up, and then once you reach all the way up, then that's where I want you to close your mouth. Okay, and you should feel a nice stretch throughout your neck. You almost want to imagine bringing your chin to your nose, and you should feel that stretch again. And you want to shut your jaw once you're looking up. Okay. All right, very good. Okay, so again, that's a good stretch for your neck. I was a little chubby in college, so I was like, went on YouTube, how do you get rid of a double chin? And that one came out on YouTube too. So that's a good stretch to kind of define your jawline a little bit, and also, you know, tighten that skin and the muscles around your neck as well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So, all right, next one, we're gonna go ahead, inhale through your nose, deep breath, and then we're gonna make a little windpipe through your lips, and you're gonna exhale everything out. Okay, that's really gonna work on your core as well. So So inhale through your nose for about 3 seconds and exhale through your lips for about 5 to 8 seconds. Awesome. Very good. All right. So again, when you're exhaling, you should feel your core tightening up. You know, it's going to feel pretty firm when you do that. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and start with some shoulder stretches. It's going to more of a shoulder upper back. So hands up here and just glide down. Bring those elbows to your side and just continue. This is actually one that we would do on our workout day, but we would go up against the wall and keeping your hands, your elbows, your back, your glutes up against the wall. This movement becomes a really tough back exercise. And right now we're just looking for range of motion, trying to stretch out and open up those muscles and joints throughout our body. All right, pretty good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do some shoulder circles. Okay. So this one, we're pretty much drawing circles with our shoulders. So we're just gonna be shoulder circles here. I'm going down, back, and forward.
That's the one you do when you say, leave me alone, leave me alone.
Like the I don't care type of thing, that little Let's go in reverse now. I know one day Jillian's gonna be saying that to me, and then I'm gonna shed a tear when he does that. Oh man. Okay, very good. All right, now we're gonna go ahead. We'll go with our right arm first. The right arm's here. Then we're just gonna go do this motion here. And far down. The more range of motion you have, you might be able to go past from this limit to go a little bit further. I just spotted measuring tape that I've been looking for a while. All right, switch arms. You might notice you might have more range of motion in one arm than the other. And that's actually pretty common because, you know, most of us sometimes favor one side of our body more than the other. So that shouldn't be a surprise if, you know, one side feels a little bit tighter or less flexible. Probably just gonna move that area a little bit more.
We didn't do the I don't care move.
Yeah, no, basically a lot. Let's go here. So arms at our side and just almost like similar to the wall glides, but these now for moving our arms and our shoulders in a different area. Again, you can see how many different movements you can do for our shoulders. That's because that joint is meant to be moving any different range of motions. Now we're gonna go arms up here. We're gonna open up. You should put this one on your back. You're able to separate those arms as far as possible from each other. I'm gonna put it on your back, on your underarms. After a while, your arms will begin to get really heavy. All right, very good. Kind of relax that. All right, we're gonna do some easy ones here. Shouldn't be too much, but these are gonna be our variation of bicep curls. Okay, so right now we're just gonna do regular bicep curls here. Just right directly down, get full extensions. All right, we're gonna go cross curls. So again, just from opposite chest. All right, now my palms are facing the camera or the screen, and I'm bringing them down, okay? This is gonna trigger our triceps. All right, we're gonna do door openers. Okay, so again, elbow at your side here. Again, just out and far out as possible too. Remember, if you're in the Monday class, you could always add this activity to your challenge that we have there going on. All right, let's switch. I do encourage you guys to, whenever you guys work out, to log into Canvas. I know it might take you a couple minutes, but if you can log into Canvas and just start your clock on that, on the front page. So before you start your workout, gets you guys to clock in some time during our Canvas show as well. All right, awesome. Okay, next, what we're going to be doing is going to be our cat scratching pose. Okay, so this is where we're sitting far back into our chair. Our hips never come off the chair. Arms are up. Imagine a big scratching post in front of you, and you're the cat with your claws. You're trying to scratch from the top all the way to the bottom, and come back. Just make sure your glutes, your hips don't leave the chair. Just stretch, 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 stretch. Ah. Good. Good job. Keep it going. Do 3 more. Very good. Awesome. We're going to stretch out our forearms a little bit as well. So again, just allow your right hand to, and your wrist past your knee. Okay, so that wrist should be able to collapse a little bit. And then with that opposite hand, I want you to push down or push towards your leg, that hand. So you should feel that nice stretch going on in your forearm, okay? And push. And push back. When you're pushing with that hand, try to also push with that palm that being pushed at. So there's some eccentric work going on as well. All right, we'll switch. Awesome. All right, we'll continue with the fingers or knuckles. So right hand, let's try to bring every finger to the center of our hand, but let's do that by not bending at the knuckles, okay? So just try to keep those fingers straight. That's really gonna work on that joint where our fingers connect to our palm or our hand, or whatever you wanna call that area. Okay, so just keeping your fingers straight. Okay, now I want you to bend at every knuckle and bring each finger towards the center of your hand individually. So I want you to bend at every knuckle. You might find that maybe some fingers you don't have as much control, so it's going to be a little bit tougher. All right, once you've done that, let's try to separate our fingers. So just open your fingers as wide and as far apart from each other. And close. So that's working on those little tendons between your fingers. Okay. Again, just separate. Relax. Okay, so these are some movements that you can always do for therapy if you happen to be on a computer a lot and typing a lot, or doing a lot of stuff with your hands, maybe crochet, or I don't know, what do you know, a bunch of things you use your hands for. If you're on your phone texting a lot, this could help too. All right, and then the next one, we're just gonna make a fist and then open up. Okay. And you could almost make this a bit tougher and make it more of a workout for yourself if you get a, I think I mentioned this before. We used to have patients at a physical therapy office with wrist injuries, and we had a bucket with sand and a bucket with rice. So you would just kind of dig your hand in there, about almost to your elbow, and then you would do the same movements that we just did inside of that. Since there's pressure from that matter going against your hand, and you know it does add some resistance to it. So, all right, let's go ahead and our left hand now. And push on that palm and back. Now let's go each finger, keeping each finger straight, center of your hand. All right, now each knuckle. And this one I have like little control over. I try to bring one finger to the center of my hand and two other fingers go with it. So let's make a fist. And open, try to separate those fingers from each other as well. Okay, very good. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and do, if your chair has a backrest, what I want you to do is reach over with both sides and just try to keep your hips forward and turn your body. We're just gonna hold for about 15, 20 seconds. Switch. Right, awesome. All right, very good. Next, we're gonna go ahead and work on our piriformis stretch. One of my favorite stretches. So let's come closer to the edge of the chair. Right ankle on that left leg. First one, we're just gonna hold this position.
I did that as part of my 50-minute stretch this morning, the first time I ever did stretch, especially in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
And after that, I got up like at 1:30 or so. And after the stretches, I had a tea and went to sleep. I slept until 6 in the morning or so.
There you go.
That was really nice.
Nice.
It was
Yeah.
so fun.
I know I almost regret not stretch. I forget. I mean, it's not like I wake up and I think about I need to stretch, but when I do remember and I do it, my mornings are less painful. It's easier to get around. And yeah, so and then now let's push down on that knee. So you can just push it down. But I have noticed that my Achilles, which is right above your heel, I do notice that I do wake up a little bit more tender with that area. So I usually try to, almost how you pump your brakes in your car. I try to do that in bed before I then take my first step. So I do that for a few minutes. All right, let's switch. So left heel, right knee. So again, if you're just tuning in, we did go over the Canvas page. Module 3 is active. There's about, I think overall, there's about 5 or 6 videos. And all of them are interesting. I don't think any of them are boring. They're pretty educative. I think one of them, let's push down that knee. One of them is this lady who stretched, I believe she says, I think 10 minutes every day for 30 days straight. And then it shows she kind of reflects on the benefits and how she felt. So that would be a good one to watch too. So then there's different types of stretching, benefits of stretching. Our discussion is on, main ingredient being the protein. Doesn't have to be meat, it could be tofu, it could be beans. Let's bring that knee up. And then, yeah, so make sure when you have time, you want to learn a little bit, just log in and check that out. All right, relax, up. do some hip openers here with their chair. So again, from here, torso facing forward, one leg goes out. And really, you might even use your hands to push away a little bit. So just kind of keep that up there. And by pushing with your hands on that knee, you might get an extra half an inch or inch of range of motion. All right, let's switch. I was watching a video this morning. It was on Instagram. There was this guy who just finished doing a triathlon, and at the finish line, he decided to propose to his girlfriend. And as he's going down his knees, he cramped up and went directly to the floor because his hamstring that he got down on cramped up. So he proposed from on the floor, you know, being upside down because it's cramping up. So you guys gotta hydrate and stretch. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and stretch our hamstrings. So sit here at the edge of the chair, recline back. Bring that knee as tight as you can, and then we're just gonna do little pumps and your little leg extensions. Just heard a little pop on my end. First few, you might not have as much range of motion, but breathe comfortably and repeat these and should get more. Then we're just gonna go pump in and out, just like this. All right, let's switch. So left leg, bring that knee far in as you can. And goes up. And then let's do some pumps. Right. All right, let's get some water. Also go find a canned good. I have my golf ball here. It could be a canned good or a golf ball, a cross ball. So just get some water and go find that item. All right. Yep. So again, this next one's just to work on our arches. Well, actually, before we even start that, let's do our calves, our ankles, and then our arches. Okay, so let's do some heel raises right here. Kind of dip these a little bit with our heel to toe rocks. All right, now up and down with our toes. You should feel that anterior tibialis. You put your hands on your shins. You should feel that muscle activating. All right, let's elevate that right ankle. Let's go ahead and do our ABCs. Okay, so just do the shapes of the letters of the alphabet. Once you've done that, let's switch. Very good. Right now, let's go ahead and grab that golf ball. All right, so I'm gonna go just roll it on that right foot, back and forth. All right, let's find the tender spot. Spot that doesn't feel too nice, but might need a little bit of work. So I don't want you to completely push down on that spot right there, but just maybe about half an inch or an inch to the left, right, bottom, or top of it. Sometimes it's not that area that's causing the issue. Sometimes it's areas around it that are pulling, and it makes that area feel tender. All right, let's move it to a different little direction. Apply a little bit more pressure. Just push down. All right, let's switch. And just slowly, it actually feels good when one of those things that you don't think you need, and when you actually start rolling it out, it feels good. You just want to do it all day. All right, let's push down. Right, roll out a little bit. You can just keep on moving that golf ball. Hopefully you guys, if you don't have a golf ball, I guarantee you, if you go walk by a golf course, you'll find a few. So. All right, awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and get our yoga mats ready. So we'll transition down to the floor now. Oh, sorry. Grab that chair. I forgot Carmen's favorite exercise. We're gonna do our.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yep. So forgot these. Okay, so all right. So again, first one, we're gonna go just without using our hands, just our feet coming up, standing. This one should be fairly comfortable. Didn't really have any issues with this one.
This is easy for me.
Oh yeah,
I have to lift a leg.
and this one's not bad. Let's do 4 more. Last one. Okay, all right, now comes the challenge one, right? And eventually, if you get really good with these and these single leg ones get easier, which they should, you could always add a little bit of resistance by carrying a dumbbell close to your chest or having two dumbbells here, but that really will make it a challenge, okay? So for some reason, I'm right side dominant, but for some reason, I feel more comfortable starting off with my left leg grounded, right leg elevated. My right leg is elevated. Remember, no hands. Push up, and then go back down. And remember, let's try to avoid rocking. Okay, you just want to stand up, a fixed position. All right, I don't want to hear anyone falling. Hopefully, again, if you feel unsafe, then put that other foot down. Again, we're doing 10 of these. Woo. Awesome. All right, now we're gonna go ahead. Right side, pushing off the right side, left leg is elevated. All right, ready? There you go. This one feels easier this time around.
I'm cheating on that one. I'm helping.
Oh, no worries.
On that side, I'm pushing a little bit on the floor.
That's okay. All right, very good. Okay, now we can get rid of the
Oh, wow.
Let's take a 2-minute break, get some water, use the bathroom. Go grab a towel if you're sweating. I am, it's hot in here. But 2 minutes rest. We're back. All right, so set up our yoga mats. If you haven't yet. All right. Okay, so we're gonna be on our course right here. We're gonna do the cat cow. We're gonna keep your wrist right below your shoulder, knees right under your hips, and arch up. Let's stretch that belly, exhale your way down, keeping your head down the entire time. So looking down. Okay, inhale on your way up, exhale on your way down. Okay. All right, so now keeping our hips right above our knees. We don't want to shift our hips forward or back, just right above our hips. We want to lean forward with our hands, drop those elbows, head down. And again, your hips should be right over your knees. Back. And now from here, we're going to bring our glutes to our heels. Set. All right, let's shift our right hands off the mat. Okay, we're going to arc up. Bring those glutes to your heels. Feel that stretch on your left side or the left rib. First, and go left side. Remember, before you bring your glutes back, arch up, then bring your relax. Very good. All right, so we have a few stretches left. All right, so this next one, we're gonna be on our side, almost like a Jane Fonda, but I want you to do is go ahead and bring that top leg as far back as you can. And as far as you can, put your foot down. And we're just gonna hold that stretch there for about 20 to 25 seconds. All right, let's switch. Again, you could just roll over on the other side. Right here. So that top leg, just bring it as far back as you can. Once you have, and just drop it. So both feet are making contact with the ground. And relax. All right, now what we're gonna do is tuck in our knees a little bit. Our right hand is extended, left hand is on top. We're gonna do book openers. And if you haven't done this one before, then just watch me for the first one. So you're just gonna follow your hand all the way back without your legs moving. You're gonna reach behind you and then bring it back. Repeat. You want to do at least 10 of these on each side. The slower, the better. So each one should take you about maybe 8 to 10 seconds. Once you've done 10, we can switch sides. And stack those hands. We can open up. Really feel that chest opening up, your back as well. Okay. Awesome. All right, we can go on our knees. All right, we have our last stretch going on here. Again, so for this one, what we're gonna do is we started doing it a little bit more frequently recently. So knees are facing you, that comes out. Then I'm gonna turn my toes up, making sure they're pointing up towards the ceiling. Okay, and then from here, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna just lean forward. Just attach yourself. You should feel that stretch on that inside part of your thigh. Right, let's come back up. All right, now we're gonna point our trunk, our eyes, and our body, upper body up towards our toes. And we want to lean towards our knees. Okay. Make sure those toes are still pointing forward or up. And made. You should feel that stretch under your hamstring instead of the inside part. Now you're feeling more under it. All right, we're gonna switch legs. Again, left leg out to the side, then bring in your trunk forward. So your toes are pointing up. Right, now turn towards that foot and lean forward. Reverse. All right, and then the last one that we're gonna do is just a deep squat stretch. So again, right here, this deep squat. First go up, trunk down, try to separate your knees if you can with your elbows. This stretch pretty much stretches out the majority of your body. As long as you keep your trunk upright, chest up, separating your elbows, your knees with your elbows. Your feet are flat. You might even feel yourself sinking yourself a little bit more as the longer you hold the stretch. And rise up. All right. Awesome job, guys. Good job, ladies. High fives everywhere. High fives, high fives. Make sure if you guys are in the Monday class, you guys clock in your activity for today. So high five, good job, Debbie. Thank you for going live. And then everyone else, if you join me at the beginning of class, feel free to head out. Enjoy the rest of your day, your week. If you just came a little bit later, if anyone wants me to go through Canvas again, what's new on this week, just hang out. And then I'll just do a quick rundown. So any questions before we head out? All right, if no questions, then you guys enjoy your day.
Have a nice week. See you
Thank
next
you, Carmen.
Monday.
We will Monday. All right, Debbie.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Thank you, Leo. Thank
All
you.
right, take care, Mariah. If anyone needs to see Canvas, just hang on. So